Okay, everybody, let me figure out how to turn my phone around. Here I am. Hi, it's Melinda, and I just wanted to say hi and check in with you all. I'm sporting a really wonderful cold that I picked up at the tail end of my time in Omega last week in New York, and got a little overzealous with the air conditioning, so a little stuffy and coffee. And I just wanted to talk a little bit. So last week at Omega, during the Gabriel Method presentation, during the Gabriel Method retreat, I got to speak about developing intuition. And I was talking about listening to that inner still voice, that quiet voice, not the reaction to the voice, which is generally the fear and the anxiety and the nervousness, but that still quiet voice. So what happened was my beautiful partner, who's watching, hi CJ, took me for my birthday to Alaska, and we had just moved to San Diego just a few months prior, loving San Diego, and off we go to Alaska to have a really great birthday week. And so we did, with lots of adventure and lots of hiking and just beautiful scenery and enjoying the beach and all of that. And so we both fly back into into San Diego, and each of us independently, without telling the other person, kind of had this kind of inner still voice. Ugh, we're back in San Diego. Now, most people would dismiss that and say, no, 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 that's just your reaction. You were just out in nature and, it was so great. And so it's just different terrain. No, there's a difference. This was coming from that calm inner place. It was very still. It was very calm. And it was my intuition telling me, as well as my partner, that San Diego may not really be a good fit anymore. And it's not a good thing, a bad thing. It's just, we're not in resonance with the energy of the city and the opportunities here. So truly our time was done. Now, I can't say that I had a really great, reaction to that. It was like, oh God, moving again? I just moved. I just packed everything up, drove across country, resettled. Are you kidding me? I have to get up and move again? And so what I want to challenge you with is to begin a practice of listening to the voice, listening for that inner knowing, listening to your intuition informing you about your inner environment, your physiology, your external environment around you, about your job, your relationships, all of that. Listen for the information and then make a distinction between the information and your reaction to the information. Oftentimes people tell me that what they are feeling is it's like, ooh, I'm really afraid this is going to happen. Well, that's not intuition. That's your fear. Intuition is not nervous. It's not anxious. It's not worried. It's calm. So maybe you're reacting to an intuitive hit. So check that out, practice that, because you'll begin to really make that distinction of that's my reactivity to the information that my inner guidance system is providing me. And being able to make that distinction, then you can stand back from the information and really sit with it. Just because you get an intuitive hit doesn't mean you have to act on it anytime soon. He and I kind of sat with that information. Oh, we're not in resonance with San Diego anymore. We sat with that for probably a couple weeks. I think it was about 2.5 weeks before we actually had a conversation about it. And I said to him, hey, seems like maybe, this doesn't fit anymore. What are you thinking? And he's like, yeah, really missing the mountains, really missing being around things that are green. And so having that conversation just got it out into our world as far as, okay, well, now we have an opportunity to discuss what's next. So acting on intuition takes courage. It really takes a lot of strength and courage to take that information and then act on it. You are not required to act on it. No, you can sit with it as long as you need. You can sit back and really sort through all your feelings about the information, unless it's eminent. I talked about my experience in the Aurora Theater shooting. That was eminent. I had a very still, strong voice that said, get out. 15 minutes before the gunman shot 70 people in the theater, I had that sense, get out. that was imminent. There was no time to sit back with feelings. So I acted on it. And there's times when I've had that still quiet voice within me and I didn't act on it. Like, ooh, be careful. When you go out driving today, leave some distance between you and the person in front of you. Like I had that sense and I didn't follow it. And my car ended up in the shop for 2 months. And then again, I had this inner still knowing again about my car. Maybe today isn't the day to go drive across town. And I dismissed it. I talked myself out of it. I'm like, oh, but I have the time today and I really want to get this errand done. So I dismissed the inner voice and I drove across town and I literally drove into one of the worst hailstorms that has ever happened in Golden, Colorado. My car drove away as a golf ball. So there's absolutely times when I hear it and I don't act on it. I'm not 100%. It takes a lot to live in that kind of world. And I just want to invite you to begin with starting to make a distinction. What's the information your body, your wisdom, your intuition is giving you, and what's your reaction to it? So take that and practice it for a while. Let me know how it goes. So the announcement is I am leaving San Diego. My partner and I are so overjoyed, thrilled to be moving back to Colorado. We are heading back, packing up at the end of the month. We'll be back in Colorado by the 1st of September, and I am setting up shop in Evergreen. So if you live in Colorado in the Denver, Lakewood, Aurora, Centennial, Thornton area, Evergreen, I would be thrilled to be seeing you in person once again. So I'm inviting everybody to come back, see me in person. And if you don't live close by, then please reach out online. I have my new calendar all set up so that you can make appointments accordingly based on where you're at. Thank you so much for sharing this journey with me and for following me along all of the revelations that have happened while I've been here in San Diego. My partner and I absolutely see this as a really successful adventure. We've learned, we've grown, we've come together, we've individually accomplished so much. So thank you for that. Continue to follow the posts. Reach out if you need some support in moving through your own trials, through your own challenges. I am here to support you. I'm here to encourage you. And if you're stuck in trauma, if you're stuck in old belief systems, let me help make that way just a little easier for you. So much love, so many blessings to you all, and I will keep you posted. We'll talk again soon. Bye-bye.